This music that you're listening to and you're ascribing it to Islam, these anasheed and songs and musical instruments, all of this is haram. The Prophet ﷺ forbade it, he prohibited it. So now when you come and you try to forbid the evil with the knowledge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, maybe you read a fatwa from Shaykh Abdul-Aziz bin Baz, or maybe you have a hadith of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, or maybe you have athar from the Salaf, a verse from the book of Allah, and you say to them, what you're doing is bid'ah, what you're doing is haram. This music that you're listening to and you're ascribing it to Islam, these anasheed and songs and musical instruments, all of this is haram. The Prophet ﷺ forbade it, he prohibited it. He mentioned a time will come before Yawm al-Qiyamah and people will make halal musical instruments. That which I've made haram, they will seek to make halal. They say, what are you doing? What are you coming with? You're trying to forbid the Sunnah. You're trying to forbid that which is right. You tell them don't march in the streets. Don't engage in revolutions against the Muslim rulers. Don't speak about them publicly. They say you're trying to oppose the Sunnah. What do they mean that you're trying to oppose the Sunnah? Why? Because they regard these things to be from the Sunnah. To fight the ruler is from the Sunnah in their eyes. We know it is fitna. We know it is bid'ah. We know it is prohibited. We know it opposes the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and the Sahaba. But to them, it is the Sunnah. To them, they are giving da'wah. To them, it is from the means of giving da'wah. So when they have their concerts and their gatherings and they are singing on stage and they are playing all types of musical instruments and they are dancing and prancing around on the stages, to them, that's deen. So when you prohibit it, they say you are trying to change the Sunnah. And that's why Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, how would you be in that time when you are surrounded by fitan, meaning by innovations and desires and misguidance, wherein an adult, a grown man, will reach old age and he is in that fitna. A young boy will reach adulthood and reach, his later years. And all he is he's just in that fitna. فَإِذَا غَيَّرْتَ قَالُوا غَيَّرْتَ السُّنَّةِ. When you try to forbid it and change it, they say you're trying to change the Sunnah.